fun and relax. As I was walking in this morning, I was telling Judge Gil Jefferson I took a quick trip this weekend to Orlando to go see Fleetwood, which is one of my favorite groups, and then my friend knows one of my best friends from high school knows a lot of people there, so we got comp tickets to Universal Studios, and we went to Gatorland, which is really close to her, and I ended up I did my best Britney Spears impression and actually held a Burmese python snake. And I made her make sure that we could go home to her house. Her husband, it was one of those situations, her husband was working at night, so we could do stuff during the day, that I could go home and wash my clothes, and she wasn't too far away. But for me, what works is taking a little quick trip, and it did me a world of good to take Monday, have a Tuesday off, and have a quick weekend trip. Southwest is great with, I just got on my little BlackBerry thing, they're having some sort of 50% off sales. I love Southwest because it's a place I have other friends in Houston. You know, take a quick weekend trip and just get away. And it really, I can say, it did me a world of good, even though kind of cold, I didn't cold. It did me a world of good just to physically get away and just kick back and have fun. And that's about it.
Thank you, Renee. I think we have time for one more tip.
Hi, my name is Lisa Martin. I work at a nonprofit, deal with indigent clients and a lot of stress. This is a more unconventional way when you don't have a lot of time. I can't take credit for this. I got this idea from somebody else, but go to Harry's Ace Hardware, buy one of the, aluminum garbage cans, go to a thrift store, buy a set of cheap dishes, in the trash can or they'll just bounce. Then get a Sharpie and write everything you're pissed off about, stressed out about on the dishes, and then smash them.
Thank you very much. Did you want to add one?
Mine's not nearly so physical. It doesn't seem so physical. My name's Mary Payton, and I'm at Monterey at Blue Williams, and sometimes I don't have time to go do massages, and they cost a ton of money. So
Except for today.
except for today, that's right. I noticed you guys. So what I do is oftentimes I will go to the Whole Foods where they do have the massage folks, and I will buy 20 minutes of pure bliss. And it's 20 minutes where, I zone out. There is not a grocery store around me. There are not people wheeling their children in carts next to me as I'm getting, massaged. It's just me. And that is really nice. And it's cheap. For the 20 minutes, it's like $3. So I'm in total heaven for 20 minutes. And I end up having, I feel it's better because it's just 20 minutes. And if I can do just 20 minutes for me, then that's a nice thing. And then I can go back to work and deal with all the stuff that I've got to deal with. And I haven't taken up a whole hour, but I've had a really nice relaxation. So.
Thank you so much. Our time is up. I hope that you enjoyed our presentation, and I hope you've learned something. And wonderful Superwomen throughout the day today, possibly on breaks. If any of you have tips you want to share, please share them with us and each other, because we're all in this together, and we can do it all as long as we remember to say no. Thank you so much.
I'm going to get started right away because we're not taking breaks, but feel free because we want to move it along. Everybody's time is precious. It's a beautiful Friday. But that said, feel free to get up, go to the bathroom, take a break. Most partner of Phelps Dunbar. She is president-elect of the LSBA. She certainly knows a few things about leadership. Her bio is in your packet and doesn't say a quarter of the things that Kim has led on. So, but her experience, and you'll hear from her today, are amazing. Patricia Krebs is a partner with King, Krebs & Juergens. She has her JD from Tulane Law School, and she is also a leader in our community. Right now she is, she has served as chair of the board of directors of Lighthouse for the Blind and past president of the Louisiana chapter of the Fulbright Association, and she is currently president of the World Affairs Council of New Orleans, secretary of the National Fulbright Association, and a member of the board of directors of Covenant House. And president-elect of the New Orleans Bar. Goodness, thank you. And Professor Tanya Tedlow is the Felder Fayard Associate Professor at Tulane Law School and Director of the Domestic Violence Clinic. She teaches international women's human rights, law and medicine, and domestic violence law. She served on the Public Library Board and on numerous other boards. And our moderator is Sharonda Williams, who is an attorney with Sheriff Garner here in New Orleans. She also is active on many boards, including the Association for Women Attorneys, and was appointed by Governor Kathleen Blake to the Louisiana State Judiciary Commission and is currently vice chair of that commission. So these women know a lot about leadership, and we'll share that with you today. Thanks.
Thank you, Katie, and thanks to Kelly and the Louisiana State Bar Association for putting on this program, because in my memory, although I'm not practiced quite as long as maybe some others in the room, I don't recall there being, I'm sorry. I don't recall there being a program like this, and I think it's a very important topic that women come together and share tips in practicing law, because it's such a challenging profession. Thanks, Kim. The first thing we want to talk about, to follow up on the last panel, it is important to say no, but it's also important to say yes. Community involvement is quite important, and we're going to start with Patricia Krebs to address the importance of community involvement in bar leadership.
Well, we spend so much time practicing law. You see, I just put my calendar down because I'm on my way to court after this. And I've listened to the panel who was up here before. So many of you all out there and up here are a lot younger than me, which means that you're going to have different requirements on your time. And so why should you do anything other than take care of your family and practice law? I'm glad that I was here to listen to that first panel, because the personal stories they told me a lot and were a big help. And I don't normally talk about just self, but I will tell you, since they did it that way and I found it helpful, is that my philosophy is that we really need to be net givers. We all take from our community. We all receive the benefits of our colleagues, friends, and all the organizations, everybody else who does things, and it's just my philosophy that we owe it to give it back. That said, I think that there are truly many professional and personal benefits. Now, you know, we all practice law, many of us, because I know a lot of you out there practice full-time. You know, I look at Kim here who does so many other things, and she is definitely a full-time lawyer. I'm just coming off a 2-week jury trial. I don't want to do legal aid.